Hi, and welcome to the next episode of Belly to Belly. And we're here today to talk about SelectUSA preparation. And the event's just coming up in a couple of months now, and we're really excited to have Jenny Stevens and Khensani Mathebula from Laura Devine Immigration. Welcome to you both.
Hi, Bill. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. It's great to be on.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see you today. And so we're talking to companies who have either already committed to coming to this year's SelectUSA or they're thinking about it. And so we want to really, our goal is to give them as much as possible a preview of great resources they can meet at the event and kind of best practices around the event so that they come well prepared and have as many pre-conversations as is possible. So would you mind, and I think Khensani, you were going to take this question, but would you mind talking a little bit about Laura Devine and Laura Devine Immigration and what you do to help companies who are expanding into the U.S.?
Yes, of course. Laura Devine Immigration is a boutique law firm with offices in both New York and London. We provide strategic advice on both UK and US immigration and nationality law to corporate clients and individuals. And the US team specifically helps to secure non-immigrant visas and immigrant visas for international companies and foreign nationals who are looking to expand their business, work, or live in the US.
Fantastic. And obviously the immigration landscape is dynamic, and it's always been dynamic, but it's probably going to be even more dynamic over the coming months and years. So having an organization or a company like yours to support companies, both their questions and also the process, probably really important, I would think.
Absolutely. You know, we participate in SelectUSA because it attracts foreign investors and businesses that are hoping to expand. And we wanted to start the conversation early about US immigration because it can take a long time. The processing times for whichever visa type, you know, that would best suit their business needs requires a lot of strategy and planning well in advance.
Brilliant. Cool. So well, let's talk a little bit about the event itself and kind of why, you know, again, thinking about the companies who are listening, those who have committed and those who are thinking about it, why is SelectUSA important for U.S. expansion? What are some of the reasons? And Jenny, do you want to maybe start on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the summit is a really good opportunity for businesses looking at expanding into the US because they can get in front of a lot of different people. So it's really a kind of a hub for companies looking at getting investment, meeting service providers that can help them along the way, including with immigration, and also meeting with those, you know, economic development organizations and people from the various states within the US in terms of gathering information. So really from, you know, investment, you know, the practical advice and information they can get for business expansion into the US, and just making great contacts that they're going to need along the way for just, you know, developing their business and building their business here, and even potentially, you know, hiring. So I think it's really a wealth of information and opportunities. And I went last year and you know, found it really a great conference.
Fantastic. And Khensani, anything to add to that in terms of why participate?
Absolutely. I think, you know, it's one of the most well-known summits. And so I think in terms of the number of companies that are there, I don't think there are many other summits that draw as many foreign investors and companies that you can really connect with. So it is definitely, if there is a summit you'd want to go to, this would, you know, be one of the best.
Perfect. Yeah, somebody the other day compared it to the sort of the World Cup of U.S. market expansion. Sort of the, you know, it's just everybody is there under one roof, and you can get it all done in 3 days. So yeah, pretty hard to fly back and forth across the US to meet all these people who are going to be there. So pretty efficient. But so the last question I have, and Jenny, where you were there last year, you probably have the kind of most valuable insights regarding this. But what are some tips that you would offer to companies that are coming about how to get the most out of the event?
Yeah, absolutely. So there were definitely things that I would have done differently looking back on last year. I thought I had planned and was very organized, but you realize there's, again, going back to the point that there's so much opportunity and so much on offer. I think it's kind of thinking about preparing and really utilizing your time. So the starting point, look at the website. I know it seems quite a basic tip, but there's lots of information on there. The agenda, have a look at that. What is interesting in terms of panels, what to attend. There are also tips on networking. So I think there's some real kind of key information and FAQs and tips. So look at the website in detail. Are there companies or individuals that you know are going to be there? And I think this is going back to your point, Bill, of everyone comes into this one place. So that company that you've been trying to get a meeting with, maybe not even in the US, but are they going to be at SelectUSA at the same time? Look on LinkedIn. The people you're connected with, are people posting about going? So putting a bit of that research in ahead of time, and getting in touch with people ahead of time, because you realize once you're there, that's what everybody has done. So calendars are full. No one's got time for additional meetings. So it really is can you get in front of people before you go to really pin them down on a meeting during the conference. What I found quite useful last year was the app. So you have a profile on the app. Make sure your profile is good, again, ahead of time. And you can see attendees. You can request meetings with attendees, maybe people you've not had contact with before. So it's very much encouraged cold messaging. And so I found that really helpful. And it really kind of categorizes people into, are they service providers? Are they investors? So you can, navigate through the app and really find that it can work quite well for you and what you're looking for. So familiarize yourself with the app. Look at the agenda and the panels. Are there speakers that, again, you want to connect with? Is there an interesting panel, but maybe you want a bit more information? Connect with the speaker, see what they're discussing ahead of time, kind of make that engagement with them. I would say that the exhibition hall can be a little bit overwhelming because it's very big, very vast, kind of noisy, lots going on, but it really kind of energizes you. So I would kind of dip in and out, but there are booths all around the exhibition hall. You will find the EDOs there. Encouraged to stop by, have a chat, get some information from them. The states. So I think probably the majority of the US states will have a booth there. So if you're a business, where are you looking at setting up in the US? Is it going to be sort of a state specific? And often there will be presentations within the exhibition hall, which were sort of targeted at, you know, at companies looking for investment. They were very interesting, the ones that I heard. And also the freebies are not bad, I have to say. So yeah, just to add that, take a bag to get some of these freebies that they're giving out. And then I guess my final point would be connect with your chambers. So for British companies, we have, you know, British American Business. We have the Department for Business and Trade. Are they hosting separate events outside of the scheduled receptions? Make some contacts there, what's going on, and I think they'd be really willing to kind of help and make connections there. So really the key is to be prepared, really think about what you want to get out of the conference, be a bit selfish with that, what do I need, and structure your time. You know, there's sort of 2 or 3 days, but there's a lot, and you find that time goes. So really make sure you're using that efficiently.
If I were going to summarize that, what I just heard was, yeah, it's a 3-day event, but it actually starts today, and the work starts today in terms of, you know, figuring out what you want to get out of it, starting to make pre-contact, getting prepared, all those kinds of things yeah, don't wait till the week of, or you'll be way behind. You won't get the appointments you want, all those kinds of things. So no, that was perfect. You were really, I think you dug into a lot of really good topics, Jenny. Well, this has been great. I'm obviously very sensitive to time, and I want to make sure your time is well spent. So thank you. I can't wait to see you, Jenny, in 2 months, and then actually I won't see you, Jenny, in 2 months. I'll see Khensani. So I'll see you in 2 months, and Jenny, we'll miss you there.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. If I can make it as well, I will, but we'll certainly have representation at the conference. So we're looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both. Thank you, Khensani. Thank you, Jenny, for being on the call today.
Thank you again, Bill. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill.